that took me into web design. And when I was working with web design, I found that I had a lot of customers that wanted to use music and photos that belonged to other people, and they wanted to do it without having to pay for it. And so one of the reasons for my talk is there are rules. There are laws you need to follow. There are things you need to do, and if you don't, people say, oh, nobody ever watches that. Yeah, they do. And if they don't catch you right away, the longer you've been violating what that law is, the more you have to pay. And I do know some people from personal experience that have been caught in that hole. So even when I was doing web design, I was very specific. My websites did not use copyrighted music unless they were willing to pay the royalty fee. They didn't use copyrighted images unless they were willing to follow those laws. So that's one of the things I'll talk about this morning. Did a lot of training. So how does that lead into being a photographer? Well, it's just the photography is my passion, and it's what I do very well. And I love to incorporate it into the things that help present people and their businesses in a way that people will remember them. Now, what do people remember? Think about it. You remember the visuals, whether it's a good visual or a bad visual, it sticks with you. When you think about the Old Spice time, what does that guy have to do with Old Spice deodorant? Nothing. But everybody remembers that ad because they're funny. The ladies remember because he's awesomely adorable and handsome. And it caught a lot of people's attention, and the TV ads have nothing on what their ads running on the internet do. They put those ads out on YouTube for Old Spice, and they get tons of traffic. So it really doesn't have anything to do with the product, but the imagery has captured so many people's attention, they all know what Old Spice is. And if they're in the grocery store and they can't remember what deodorant they're supposed to buy for their husband or their kid, their son, they're going to buy Old Spice because that's the one they remember. When you're looking at imaging and imagery for your business, you want to brand yourself, and you don't want to have confusion. So while stock photos and clip art have a place, if they're going to be an actual part of your brand, you want something unique.